How's everyone doing? Uh, well, there's a kind of a good question out there right now. How long and how far can we go holding on to something? Right? Now, we all, by the time we're born, we don't know where we're going to be in life, And we try to ask ourselves without even bullshitting ourselves. I did a video about, I'm guessing, a good 2 months ago or so. I'm not really sure. And I had this key. This key. As you can see. Now this key is over 100 years old. And I explained how I found it and why I kept it. Well, this key tells a story, a long story, and sometimes we don't know the origin of the key. Or an old radio, or an old car, But those objects have a story to tell. They all do. Good or bad. And now I was watching America's Lawyer. And he was talking about, let's see, where was it at? It was Ring of Fire. And I was talking about how Democrat party leaders won't relinquish power. Some are in their 80s. Don't really want to. I mean, they're up there in age, It's like they've been in power for so long, they don't want to relinquish it. Plus, Nancy Pelosi is a good inside trader. Her husband made tons of money. And Dianne Feinstein, she's 90. And a lot of these questions come from, when you get Joe Biden. He's up there in age. He's, up there in age. He's showing some signs of dementia, cognitive malfunction, And it's something that the voters don't want to hear. Is he able to do this? Is he able to do that? Some of you voters need to understand too that you got to understand the difference between the Democrats and Republicans. And Democrats are the ones that are wanting to get this power going. They don't want to give it up. And that is the party leaders. You know, they're all up there in age, you know, close to 90 and shit, you know, all that stuff. You know, Pelosi, she's 83. Schumer got to be in his, somewhere in his 70s. You know, in his 70s. And, McConnell, you know, Schumer, some of these old fossils in D.C., you know, those old, and they've been in power so long they don't want to give it up, because the Republicans, they're electing younger politicians, the ones with younger blood and have more vibrant energy than these old farts, you know. And I'm 46. I ain't that fucking far away, you know. I'm 4 years shy of 50. That's already closing in on the end of my fourth decade in my life. You know, I'm 46. You know, we all create this work for ourselves to pass on a legacy, you know. And sometimes you gotta really think, you know. We're not. I mean, Gen Xers. We're the rebellious generation, you know. The zero fucks given generation. We're all going to be that, you know. But you have that you know, when you look at politicians like Dianne Feinstein and Pelosi and Waters and Schumer, McConnell, Biden, all those guys, people there, they're all up there close to 90, you know, and there has to be somebody that's not up there in age to take control. I mean, it shouldn't matter if you're in your 30s or 40s, as long as you have a couple of decades left in your life to run for office and shit like that. I mean, you know, you had to, I mean, come on. The older you get, you start to realize you ain't got much time left in what you're doing, you know. There was a senator that passed away years ago after he hit 100. And when he hit 100, he was the oldest living senator. And out of the blue, within weeks, his daughter came out. You know, she was a product of the senator, and her mom was 16 years old. The senator was in his 20s. And she said, yeah, that's her dad. 100 years old. Well, her mom was 16, and I don't know how old the old fart was, you know. And that was something that was never known until years after he hit 100. You know. So after he hit 100, he ended up passing away. Passing away as the oldest living senator. You know. And if Dianne Feinstein is still in office in the next 10 years, she'll be the oldest living second old, well, that is alive, but it looks like her mind is not there. I mean, she's starting to not remember who her staff are. And that is signs of dementia. Or Alzheimer's, because if you've been in office for over 60 years, then that's something that should tell you something. Over 60 years, that should tell you something. I mean, the retirement age they raised it to 65. That's retirement age. I think they should lower that instead of raising it. To get your full pension, you gotta wait till you're almost 67 or 70. Just a couple decades enough to live along until you. But I should say they should lower their retirement age, I say at 55. At 55. Or about 55, 58. But they want to raise it to nearly 70. Which is like, I don't think anybody would want to retire at 70 with only 30 years left of life to live. Or even 20 years left to live. No. Because the human body can only take so much over the years. Because you got your mind, you got your, the wear and tear in your body. For example, my father, he worked in the Bay Area for almost 30 years. He's 67 now. He's 67. And he retired. Man. All that driving back and forth can put a toll on you. All these years can really put a toll on you, and it can on your health too. But you got these young generationals that don't get the hint of what hard work is. If you have parents that are in their mid 40s, early 50s, 60s, they're putting their bodies through hell. Go put the body through hell, and all that shit. I think that once you reach a certain age, that certain level of age, I think you should kind of slow it down, but you need somebody in office, like I said, you need somebody to vote out Pelosi, Feinstein, Waters, Schumer, McConnell, all these old fuckers who are still in power, whether it's the Democrat Party or the GOP, because you need somebody that can last longer than them. Because these old fuckers are called oligarchs, that don't quite get the hint that, hey, look, you guys are up there in age. You think you're gonna be up there for another 35, 40 years? Guess what? You're gonna be dead by then, you dumbass. Because there's older people who are running to take your spot, hopefully to do a better job than your ass. Because not everybody is young anymore. They're not vibrant. They're not young. They live like a human fucking raisin that aged like milk. You know, like what Walter says, aged like milk, or aged like tinted cheese. You know. But again, you know, you need people to help you. But look at Nadler, Jerry Nadler. That fucker needs to leave too. So I think it's time for them to go. And what do you say? Alright, folks, this is good old Grandmaster Robin here, and this has been the Anonymous Republic Network. If you're new to this channel, please share this video. Also, if you are new to this channel, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, well, and wise. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.